Have you ever looked at a blank scrapbook page and wondered, where do I begin? I have. I'm Deb Keyes with Stampin' on the Hill. Thanks for joining me today. I have discovered that with a sketch, just like we use sketches in card making, I put those out once a month for you as inspiration. Use how you like. I'm also going to teach you a sketch today for your scrapbook page, or a spread, if you will, which is 2 pages. So when you open up a book, then you have a left side and a right side, and we call that the spread. So if you're not sure where to begin, really, you've seen me use the scrapbooking workshop kits. I'm trying to remember the correct name. I think that's what they're calling them, scrapbooking workshop kits. And let me show you. Let's just jump right in, because I believe if you've been watching, we have used the weekend adventures recently, and I broke this up into 3 different segments. So we did the first spread 1 week, and then the second spread, and then the third week, around 3 different months. So this took me through and I never finished this one. Stick with me, because I'm planning to go camping again here soon, and I'm going to come back and show you what I did with these. But I had leftovers, and if you remember correctly, I also mentioned that I bought the whole pack of DSP that coordinates with this kit, the scrapbook kit. So, and this just comes with, it looks like it's just 3 different, 1, 2, 3, 3 different sheets of DSP, front and back, and there's like 4, probably like 4 different, or 4 each of the 3. Anyway, so we're going to continue with our weekend adventures theme for my camping summer here. And I've got 2 pieces of 12 by 12 that I'm just going to be using as my page bases. Okay. And then, if you'll remember correctly, in July, the end of July, I did a Facebook Live, and one of the projects that I showed was making 4 cards in like 20 minutes. And we took 2 pieces of DSP, and we cut a couple strips off of one side, and then we rotated it, and then we cut a different way. So we're going to kind of do the same thing with this, only the measurements that we used in the card making, we're going to double. So let's get started. I'm going to bring in a cutter. We're going to start with, I have just 2 pieces. These are the back sides. Again, like I said with the card making, if you were to use non-directional, it would be better. But I'm going to try to use this one with the Christmas trees, or I shouldn't say Christmas necessarily, but with the trees on it. So we're going to cut this at 1 inch. So I'm lining this up with the 1 inch on this side. And we're going to cut a strip here. And then we're going to cut another 1 inch strip here. Okay, so we've got 2 of those. And then we're going to turn this and cut it at 5 inches. So I have a 5 by 12. Was that right? No, 5 by 10, because we cut 2 inches off. So 5 by 10 and a 7 by 10. 10 by 7, 10 by 5. All right. So I've got those. Let me set these aside a minute. So then with our next piece, we're going to cut 2 3-inch strips. So we'll use 3 inches on this side. Not sure how much of this you can really see here. Okay, so 3 inches, and then another 3 inches. So that will take us to 6, right? So we got 3 and 3. And this should leave us with 6. We're going to turn this one and we're going to cut it at 4 inches and then 4 inches again. Okay. So that all of those measurements were just double of what we did in that card template that we did in July. Okay, so now we've got these pieces here, and we're going to start building. So I'm going to build, let's build the left one first. So we're going to use a 1-inch strip down the side, and I'm going to leave just a little space on the edge here. And then I'm going to use a 3-inch strip. And I kind of like the way this looks together. I could use the other side if I chose to, right? All right, so I'm going to use this and this, I think. We can always change this up. If we kind of, change our minds or don't like what we're seeing, we can change this up. So then we've got a 5 by going this way. Maybe I'll use it this way. Now I can't decide, but that's okay. I have to move some of this. I'm trying to fit everything in the camera here for you, and I feel like I'm not. Let me try to adjust this just a bit. There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. We were like way too small. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take one of our 4-inch pieces and maybe this way here. We'll do this. Okay. And now this is going to end up being my photo mat. Although I could use this piece for a photo as well. If I move this over, let's see. This goes here and there. Okay. So that's going to be my left side. Maybe I'll move this over. Maybe I don't like the white showing there. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that better without the white border at the edge over here. And then this, and then, or I could put another piece of something in here for journaling. So there's one side. Let's move this one out of the way. Move in what we have left. And what we have here is, I'm going to use the same thing and kind of mirror the edge, the left edge over there. I'm going to mirror that with these to start, okay? And then we're going to move this in, and I'm going to flip it. So let's move it this way. And then we can put these as our photo mats on this side, or I can choose to use the blue. I don't know. I guess it's going to kind of depend on the photos that I end up using. So maybe what I'm going to do is not necessarily glue them down right now. But so this is, and I don't know how good I'm going to do getting all of this in the frame for you. But this is kind of what it's going to look like. One sort of fell apart here as I was sliding, but I think you get the idea. So anyway, you could then do where, if I put these this way, depending on how you choose to use your DSP, you could, if I put this way instead, and maybe put these, I could flip this so that it's this way, and then I could have those borders at the top as well, okay? And then I could do this with these, and just, so all I did was really rotate it, and then I made sure that the DSP was going in a direction that was suitable. Okay. And same with the other side. You could actually put it on the bottom if you wanted to as well. All right. Where you have these two strips on the bottom. Okay. Let me think. Is there another way we could do this? Probably so. Um, you could actually do like one on the bottom this way, and then your other page have it be at the top. All right. Let's move this. No, that doesn't work for me like that, but I could actually do this too. Anyway, so this is just an idea. Okay. Let me come back a minute. And well, if I can the right button, there we go. Let's see. And find my other notes here. Uh, so anyway, this is just some inspiration. That's it for today. And I hope that you will continue to do something meaningful with the photos that you're taking. I know you're all taking summer photos, so hopefully this will give you some ideas. And you can use the same pack of designer series paper in 12 by 12 form to do your spreads, and you could probably make, gosh, this took two, and there were four each of, so 12 different sheets in here. So that's 6 spreads right there, right? And then they're all coordinated. Um, okay, what else did I have? I will put the measurements on my blog. So it's stampingonthehill.com. And again, just switch those, just turn them around. The cutting measurements will be the same no matter what, and then just lay them out however you like. And then of course you're going to add, the pictures, but then you can add some. I still have from my original kit, I still have some of the cutouts and the stickers and whatnot that I'm going to end up using on some of these pages as well. So, and I can make my own because, oh, remember I bought the stamp set too. So I can make my title and all that stuff. I'll be come back, watch, stay with me, and um, I'll show you what I do with all these in a month or so. In case you didn't know, Stampin' Up! Is having 15% off of in color products. So be sure to take advantage of that. And let's see, what else? Oh, I know Christmas is coming. I do a free Christmas card club. That's a tough one to say today. A Christmas card club. I have been doing this for years, and it consists of 4 different sessions where we get together. The first session is the most important one to get all of your supplies and kind of make a mock-up of what your card is going to look like, and then get your supplies ordered. And then the other 3 are just come and cut and use the tools that I have available and make your cards. And then we'll have them all ready to be mailed, so you can have them ready to be mailed by the beginning of December. Anyway, all the information about in-person classes like that are in the newsletter. I will be sure to put the link to join my newsletter if you're not already a member or subscriber. I will be sure to put that in the comments as well. Until next time, thanks for watching.